Hey everybody, this is Dustin, every specialist. So I'm coming up here on this Reese Goose Box, and nothing to be super alarmed about, but and I'm me, so I'll jump all over the place. But recently there was a video that was put out by John Levingston, and I hadn't, I try to watch a lot of stuff online, but John's usually pretty good about sharing stuff, and so he shared that, hey, this one company, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's a bigger conglomerate that owns multiple companies. They went out of business. So they got actually, I think, bankruptcy for, I think it was like $9 or $10 billion. And then I guess they were doing some fraudulent stuff as well. So Reese happened to be one of the companies that they own, along with Contra, Bulldog, and some other companies. So here a while back, I had a conversation with a lady that worked at Reese, and I called up and I was looking for a specific pen box. And a while back, and don't quote me, I want to say they had like 8 or 10 different versions, and we don't sell a ton of these. We're more like Gen Y guys, but the owner said, hey, my buddy's got a Reese, I want a Reese. So okay, so I start to go look it up and price it. Well, I come across like none of the distributors. So there's 3 main big distributors in the United States. None of them had them in stock, and none of them had, they had a couple versions, but the one what we needed, they didn't have it. And so I thought, well, okay, well, let me call Reese directly and see if they will sell it to us, or if there's another place we can get it from. So when we contacted them, the lady I spoke with at the time, again, this was a few months ago, I said, hey, what's going on back there, and she's like, oh, hey, Dustin, how are you doing? And I think she knew who I was, but she basically said, well, we've eliminated a lot of stuff and going through some changes. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, well, maybe new product coming out or what? And she said, no. And she had been there for a long time. I don't know how many years she'd been there for. I don't remember our conversation, but basically it didn't sound good, right? Or it sounded like she was getting ready to retire. And so she basically said, hey, we've eliminated a lot of them. They basically got like 2 different versions left. And I think they were all like 20 Ks, if I remember right. And I think we needed a lighter weight one is what it was. But anyways, that conversation, it was just kind of weird. And I kind of sensed that, either they were shrinking the company or going to sell the company or something. But then lo and behold, John comes out with one of his crazy videos and says, they committed fraud and shut them all down and this and that. Well, I imagine at some point somebody's going to buy them, probably like a Lippert or somebody like that will step in and take them over. But I know that it was like thousands of jobs lost. So it affected not only Reese, but it affected Contra, which builds all the brake controllers and a lot of other products. It affected Bulldogs, which does like a lot of jacks and a lot of other stuff. And there were several other companies too. So, but you never know. I always say if you're going to buy something, make sure you check the history on the company. Make sure you see how long they've been in business and that kind of fun stuff, especially if you're going to get something expensive like that, So we had another one of these in here too that was a Sidewinder, or I think they refer to it as a Sidewinder, but it pivots, right, for a fixed pin box or for a fixed hitch that captures it in a capture plate. And so when I called the customer to say, hey, when we picked it up, all your bushings are shot and worn, another phone call to Reese. Oh, we don't have that kit anymore. We're not selling that kit anymore. Sorry, they need to buy a new fifth wheel or new pin box. And so that customer elected to go ahead and still run it for temporary because he's not traveling that much with it. But, so now anybody that's looking for parts, if you need something as a backup, again, I would hope that they're going to come back in business. But if they don't, gobble them up quick if you need something, just in case. So, but they've been around for a long time, and the people know the name, and they used to build a lot more stuff than just goose boxes. So, but anyway, stay tuned for more. If you're looking at this for the first time too, some things I'll just throw out there while I'm standing here. This owner did some flag mounts on it. I like it. It turned out really nice. I see that he's done the bungee cord chain, which is nice on the breakaway. If you're looking at the stuff, make sure that your breakaway is in good shape, and the wires are damaged or been rubbing on any of the frame. And as you can see, look at that. I found one. So I'll have to tell Dave to put some tape on that for him. But that can cause that to go to ground and short that out. And then make sure you're checking your bolts. You see one of his pins is coming loose for his ID tag, for his VIN number. Look at real careful all the clips and make sure that nothing's coming loose. Make sure your handle's in good shape, your chain links, your cotter pins. Make sure your bolts and hardware and release springs and all that aren't bad. Make sure you're checking out all your shocks and the airbag that's inside here. You know, make sure you're checking out your 7-way, making sure that, like, you can see this one's been dropped or dragged. Make sure that, you know, you can see some corrosion going on down there. Make sure that these get cleaned out, or, you know, cut off and replaced. These are a molded end, and so a lot of times you'll see like a weird ring around here. These will actually pull up out of here. So if you do that, it's actually pulling pressure on all the contacts inside and can cause it to short out too. So if you see like a space or you're starting to see wires, get rid of it, cut it off, put a new end on, or get a whole new cord. So, but you know, you never know what you're going to find when you're looking at stuff. Like I said, I just came across that wire that's messed up, and I'm going to show Dave. Hey, Dave, when you get a second, let me show you this real quick. I just found it while we were doing this video. I was talking about this company, Reese, that's gone out of business. I was just talking about, like, hey, going over and looking at the brake control, breakaway. See the wire?
Yeah.
It's been rubbing right here on the frame. So if you can take some electrical tape and tape them up,
okay,
just to get them by for now.
Yeah.
And then, because it was just sitting there rubbing on the actual box of the frame.
Yeah.
So shorten out. And that, you know, if it engaged, that could have caused it to not work. And, you know, one side obviously is ground, and one side, you know, it's just a continuous loop. So when you pull that pin, those contacts inside engage, and it's just power. So one side of that does have hot 12 volt, and the other side doesn't. So
let me get that right now.
yeah, and then make a note on it too for his work order. You know, that you found that the breakaway switch was rubbing the wiring on the actual frame. So, but all right, well, stay tuned for more. That's why we do what we do. You know, we do a free exterior eval on the units most of the time when they come in. There's some that we don't, you know, necessarily, depending on how busy we are, or if a customer comes in and says, I don't want to do nothing else, just do this one thing and I'm out. So, okay, well then I won't waste my time or my employees' time, and it'll save me money. So, but anyways, I will talk to you soon. You guys have a great day. This is Dustin, your Specialist. Thanks so much for watching.